YouTube. So a year ago I shared this video to Patreon, and just like all the other videos on this channel, I'm sharing just behind the scenes of what it's like to be an artist or any obstacles that I overcome, like just being an artist. So I had to get a computer just on a budget, but I needed a good computer to make my digital artworks because I just couldn't make the digital artworks with my laptop. Like, now that it's been a year and I've got a desktop, I have no clue how I was making all those artworks on the laptop. I have absolutely no clue. So this is a video. Good morning. So my computer's dying. It's just dying, which makes sense. I've had it since uni. So I can't do things like I can't edit my videos and I can't create my digital artworks without it imploding and just general work. I need to upgrade, and I'm kind of thinking like in another video I want to make like a Dr. Evil kind of setup on that couch. So until then I have to upgrade the computer. I didn't know, well, that all computers just are still on full HD kind of screens, and this is a 2K screen, and I didn't realize that was uncommon. So I have to find a 2K screen, and I need to upgrade the RAM because I'm thinking maybe that's the problem, and I needed to have enough storage. So those are my criteria. Hunting. Okay, I bought this during Mercury retrograde, so I bought the wrong one, but I'll sell it, and there's small progress towards my computer. Okay. So this is where my videos cross over each other and they start to become alternate universes. Because I'm having trouble selling the computer that I bought was too small, I've learnt that I can clone the hard drive and redirect it into an external hard drive. Editing this is becoming an absolute nightmare. Like, it keeps quitting on me. Like, Premiere is working against me. Okay, this is becoming a waste of time. It's rage quit 4 times in the past minute. Like, so Mum used to live in America, and she was like, this is actually an American one. She was like, you just gotta get some pliers and, you know, fold it a bit, and then they fit. So fingers crossed. Alright, so my computer's still frozen from trying to work. To the left of the shift key on the right side, select the keyboard type. It's a good question. Waiting. Is there a secret way of doing this? No, super organized me placed it on there thinking that that was, I don't know what that's from. Erase. Mac OS extended. Generalized? Generalized. What? Try. Can't touch this hard drive. Oh, okay, I've got it. So this name needs to quote that name. I don't have time for this shit. I'm just gonna try a few more times to clone it before step 1, successful, but technically here it's step 9. I'm gonna try and sell it. Because I still have to buy RAM. Posting it. The guy hasn't cancelled the order, so he definitely wants it. I'm so excited to get rid of this. That's my 2017 iMac 1 terabyte solid state slide around in the back. Here we are, made it home. I want to change the screen, but that depends on the graphics card. Look how fucking gross this is. I'm so fucking disgusted. Like, ugh. Okay, so the story behind this one, the guy is a chef and he purchased it from a company, so I'm guessing he might have had cahoots with whoever had that company. So this guy only purchased it for $6.50, which is a fucking bargain. So I got a really good deal. I made all these things out of old towels for my mop, but then my mop broke, so now it's my cleaning pad. This looks dumb. Okay, so I'm not done updating my computer because, like, as you can see, it's got terrible speakers and I am stuck. I want to upgrade the speakers, but if I open it, because I have to open it for the RAM anyway, I want to do it all in one go. I don't want to fuck around with this too much. This guy literally doesn't know what he's talking about and no one else has responded. Hey man, can I use the 5K resolution compatible with my graphics card? And they're like, yes, it depends on the rest of your computer. And I was like, oh, I have 16 gigs, not yet. I should go on a swapping tangent and I should just... Okay, so having a desktop has solved, and a movie has solved my problem of falling asleep while editing. So I'm still having like computer problems, even though I have my other computer. The screen resolution is smaller than this one, and because this one's overheating way too much, I just can't get my digital artworks done. So I used to fix Apple things for fun and charge people for it. I'm up to the last screw. I've already reset the computer like it's a new computer, and it's still doing it, so okay. I was kind of hoping to see lots and lots and lots of dust so I could clean something, but doesn't seem to be the case. This is literally all the dust that's in my computer, so I don't think it's a dust problem. I will run a diagnostic, and then if something's up with this, then I'll replace it. Money only ever flows uphill. The only exception to that is when I don't know if I'm doing it right. Oh. Odd. It says my battery requires a service, but I changed the battery a year and a half ago, and I didn't do all the shit on the computer that tells the computer it's been serviced. So I take it that nothing's wrong. Financially, it's smarter to buy a new computer and sell this one. Yes, because of the RAM problem. Okay, that was a fucking bargain. Like, I think that happens often where you're the only person to bid. It just said 2 bids because I increased my bid. I got so nervous. I was like, someone's gonna swoop in last minute and take this from me. And no one did. And I won it. And now I'm off to go and get it. So, yay. It's gross to touch because I don't like germs. So I'm gonna clean it and I'll set it up and then I'll update you. But also, it has no charger. So, and I'm pretty sure the charger that I bought for my computer works for this. But now I have way too many computers and not enough money. I fixed it. I went here and I clicked quit, install. Clicked, quit. Okay, so I set it up to the point where I can screen record, and it heated up a shitload. And I was like, wait a second. What if it's QuickTime and there's all these people on the internet saying, why is QuickTime heating up my computer? So I went through a whole buying a new computer stage just because it was QuickTime. And then they're going 2019 model. So Apple has gone this far and they haven't fixed the problem. It's like, fuck, I can't keep fucking around buying computers because I was like, you know what, next? I'm going for a PC because Apple obviously can't handle my art. I downloaded this new screen recording program. Hopefully it's more lightweight, and I'm just gonna test it out, see if the computer overheats. So I was doing something totally unrelated. I haven't tested the computer yet, but I think this is a good benchmark of how it's going to go. Like, I was looking up difference between rational and irrational numbers and watching a 5-minute YouTube video. The computer starts fucking overheating. Can you hear that? Apple has done something with their updates if it can't handle this. This is a 1 terabyte 16 gig RAM computer. I'm questioning Apple. I'm not questioning the hardware. Okay, so I caught something, and that something takes about a month to incubate in the body, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck did I touch because I'm the biggest germaphobe, and I'm like, I bet it was this fucking computer because it was disgusting when I found it. This computer was absolutely disgusting, specifically the keyboard. Apparently PCs have the same problem because I was like so fed up with the computer just randomly dying. I put both my computers up for sale. They're actually all up for sale, just YOLO. Gosh, that's bright. Alright, I just went through 3 screen recording programs and the resolution is weird. So I went to Google and it turns out people with PCs are using QuickTime and there's an older versions button. Fucking Apple. So I wasn't expecting this, but my laptop just sold for $600 minus the eBay fees, $540, which is a profit. But I probably have to get a charger now. I'll post it tomorrow, but I have to do a digital artwork, and I don't even know if it's going to be able to handle it. So I'm just going to use QuickTime because the computer has to go tomorrow. So I don't have to worry about everything. Listen to this. If I close it, you can hear it louder. Do I erase that? Sure. Base system. Okay, so the charger has to go with that computer. So I'm just quickly gonna get in some digital art because I have ordered a new one and it's meant to come today, but you never know, you never know. This plastic is so useless. So my charger arrived, as you can see. You know what, I screwed myself over a little bit because now I have a short charger. I never want to put this much excessive packaging on my own shit. I can come back to this project now. So my finances were like dead, so I couldn't continue this project. And then Jupiter moved into Taurus, which is like my relationship sector, but Jupiter's my money planet. So I'm only seeing money at the moment, and which is good. So that means I can like nest and prepare for when I'm broke again. So I'm gonna go back to finding a laptop. So I'm really enjoying this big desktop computer, just taking it outside and shit. I'm looking at these and I was like, is it HDD or SSD? Because HDDs are significantly slower. And he goes, I believe it's just a hard drive. Why would you not follow my instructions though? I gave him like really clear instructions, like this is how you get to that. So I was like, look, it's like me asking what color your cat is and you're saying it's just a cat. So, like, help me buy this off you. This is an absolute nightmare. So I asked this guy the same question. I gave him instructions. He didn't have any information. And he goes, I've reset the computer and I don't have that information. I'm like, well, why would someone fucking buy it off you? If, like, what the fuck? This guy's got attitude about my cat analogy. So, mate, yeah, I'm gonna wait for his response. Oh my god, the ups and downs of finding a computer. So, like, the woman, like, okay, so if you want a good computer, just be okay with a road trip because like the outer cities, no one's gonna buy shit from them. Like they don't have a big market. So I found a really good computer and it's a hell of a drive away. And I was like, would you post it? And she goes, no, there's no box big enough. I guess I can't sell it to you. I'm like, what the fuck? Is that just gonna stop you doing anything ever? So I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna get it. I'm just getting on with my day and I'm just so excited that I can like make art on a computer that's not gonna fuck around. Getting people to figure out if it's SSD or HDD is incredibly annoying. So the woman was like, yes, it's SSD, and she found a path that just happened to say SSD 0 continued. And I was like, no, I want to see exactly the model type. So I showed her, sent a video, I was like, this is how you find it. And she found it, and it was HDD. And I was like, I'm not paying HDD, I don't want it. Okay, I found a kit that I can upgrade it with. And I was like, is there any chance? Like, this is like, really lowballing her. I was like, would you sell it to me for 400 and I'm gonna buy this upgrade kit? And then that way my price is the same and hers is not. And then she was like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll keep looking. I don't know if I want a Surface because then I can't do shit like this. So I don't have anyone on Facebook and I don't like the people on Reddit. And there's like this community group for the local suburbs for like people to rant at who's speeding. And I'm just gonna ask them if anyone has a Surface Pro and it's entirely not suited to the group, but... Got it. It needs its little, you know, cleaning ritual before it touches anything in my house. Like even that is gonna get cleaned. So Mum threw out an idea and I shut it down straight away, but now I'm thinking like so this is 1418, that one's 1418. She was like, just take the hard drive out of this and put it in that. And now I'm like, you know what, that's a risky game, but you don't work for yourself if you don't play risky games, so. A stupid amount of computers again. Douglas Powers. The computer is a bit slow, but I'm kind of hoping that it's just I'm thinking I'm just gonna set it up anyway, swap them, because I would like to swap the specs as soon as possible. There's one thing that I can't figure out. I haven't been able to find pictures. iMac D OEM. I can't see the inside of that computer. All of these pictures, that's a HDD. And I'm like, can someone show me a picture of the inside of that computer so I can see what the SSD looks like? Is it a blade SSD or is it like a big chunky one like that? Because if it is a big chunky one, I just open them both up and I swap it. But if it's a blade like this, oh. I asked Reddit, the home of all the dickheads, and I was like really specific with my question. I was like, I've got two iMacs, I want to swap the hard drives between them. Is there compatibility issues in terms of like sockets and stuff? Because that's all I want to know. And this guy, it's like he didn't read the question at all and he answered something entirely different. And then some other guy was like, don't use a HDD. And I was like, yes, are they compatible? So it just seems like people just want to talk and not answer the question. I'm thinking like, chat will tell me. Okay, here we go. So after a bit of sass from GPT that was like, just Google it. I was like, no man, no, you don't get this. So I was like, can the SSD sit where the HDD sits? And it was like, no, the SSD sits on the back of the logic board and the HDD sits like here. So it's like there and there. And I was like, oh. And then it said something about the PCI connection and the SATA connection. And I was like, wait, that computer says SATA. And I was like, if the SSD says SATA, does that mean it can sit where the HDD sits? And it was like, yes. Okay, it kind of looks like from the gist that a SATA is a big fat one that sits in the HDD, but pictures like this are getting me nervous. Just to be really specific, and I was like, so if it's a SATA SSD, they're not going to put it in the PCIe slot, right? And it was like, sorry for the confusion, and it was like, yes, that it's not going to be in the PCI slot, which is on the back of the logic board, which I'm just going to check in a moment. What's this? I can throw other crap in there? Let me see what else I can throw in this PCIe slot. I can throw a graphics card in there, already got one, good. Sound cards. Oh, I don't know if I need that. Ethernet video capture. You know, there's probably no room for any of this on the logic board. This is good to know, guys. If you have like a PCIe slot, you can throw all this random crap in it. On the old computer? Okay, confirmed. So I go to SATA and it's like, yes, it's definitely in the SATA connection. Physical interconnect, PCI. There's no little E on the end. Doesn't contain any cards or devices. So that tells me it's definitely here and not behind the logic board here. I'm not going to remove Adobe from the computer just in case when I move the hard drive over, it actually has this memory instead of that memory. Okay. Off to hiding. This hard drive is so gone, it's so slow. Waiting. God damn, I have to set up my damn setup again. I don't understand why I have to reset my workflow. My damn keyboard shortcuts reverted. In Premiere I've probably lost the keyboard shortcuts as well. Oh, I'm so excited to see if this works. Yeah, it's seriously struggling. This is fantastic. Okay, look at that. This is the old resolution that I've been sharing my screen recordings with. And then if I go, I think this is going to be really close to what I've been recording my paintings in. That's huge. What's going on here? Okay, well, it's just really big resolution. I was just being a total admin loser just now and admiring the receipt for my RAM. And then I realized, shit, I don't have the stickers or the tools. Lol, they use the word genuine as if it's from Apple. Apple doesn't want you opening their shit. Back to admiring my receipt. I got adhesives. I've been seeing repeating numbers like crazy lately. I'm just trying to share my art and like the computer is being so slow. I think I've spent 3 hours today waiting for the loading bar. Yeah, fuck you. I'm starting to fix the computer now. Fuck you. Like, who puts a HDD in a computer with a 4K screen and an i5? That is all incredibly annoying because I had the art ready to upload and it's like, oh, you're just not gonna upload? I have a schedule like the tools arrived today. I want to show you guys how thin this blade is. It's like paper thin, literally. Oh, it won't even focus. Nope, not focus. Anyway, I'm showing you this because I was like, oh, I want one more permanent because they seem to give you all these spares. And I was gonna get like a rotating cutter, a rotary cutter from a sewing shop. But now I see the blade is really thin. So don't go for the more permanent solution. So I believe I have these. I haven't opened them yet, but I trust the seller. I need little plastic cards like this, and I've got lots of business cards that I like to keep to open cans. I think that's all I need. I'm trying to get like to the opening part of the instructions, like start here, continue going up, continue around the corner, continue up slightly on the top, continue across the top. I'm like, I think I got the gist. Okay, I'm ready. I've got the real thin, cheap ones. Those are the ones you want. Maybe those instructions are just motivation, because I seem to be getting to like a certain point and it just doesn't go in. Okay, I found that really difficult, but what you do is you get to a part that's like that far away, like you've got 2 mil there, and then you force it in, and then you roll, and then you force it in again, and that's how you do it, and no one on the internet's gonna tell you that because it's not pretty. I got another Reddit response, and this chick was like, oh, I don't open my iMacs because I could crack it. Please, tell me more about how your risk adversity is advancing your life. The final side's on a weird angle, but I managed to get through it just by doing this. So I don't know if there's like some sort of YouTube competition on which tactic's better, like... This tactic is working, just gently. Okay, that legit worked. I have to look out for a flex cable now. It's gonna be straightforward. It's exactly what I was hoping it looked like. That was way easier than I thought. You take the sticker off, and then you take the hard drive out. And it's just a pain getting the sticker off, that's it. Wait, 2020, that means this was upgraded 3 years after, which means, well, obviously it's Samsung, so Apple didn't put this in here. But that makes more sense. RAM is arriving today, and the shitty postie, like there's this, like we've got this damn routine. So there's this bad postie that comes in the morning, and he delivers the smaller parcels. And I was expecting this to be a small parcel because it's just RAM. And he goes to the mailboxes, leaves a card and says, missed you. And I'm like, you didn't even knock. So then I wait till 4 p.m. and I go and I pick it up, and it's a real waste of time. But the parcel must be a little bit bigger because it's being delivered around 2. And I'm like, this is such a better setup. So I'm gonna start opening this, and get going, because if something goes wrong, if the guy like crashes and dies, like it's okay because I've got 500 other things to be doing. So, and this postie is good. He knocks on the door, he comes right to the door, he's like, how's your day? So I'm ready to start. I'm trying to do like the most basic thing ever, and oh, look at this lag. Oh my god, look at it shit itself. I can't even, I've changed one name and copied one file, and it's been like 10 minutes. It's shutting off, it's just taking its time. It's been a full 2 minutes that you're processing this. Alright, well I kind of wanted this to be a little bit sentimental, being like, bye! Oh, there you go. It's a slow death indeed. So today I'm doing this dumb looking technique, and it seems to be working. Like I've just been doing this, and it's like working. What the fuck? Okay, don't follow my yesterday instructions if you do this. Just kind of slipped off. That was way easier the second time. That took like 5 minutes, and that one took me like an hour, so... Also, I now fully understand why this tool is so flimsy, because if you're like fighting with the Mac, you want the Mac to win. You don't want your tool to win. So definitely do not get a rotary cutter from anywhere. Just get these flimsy little... This is the HDD, it's got a little disc. If you remember like back in the like early 20s when people like, don't move your hard drive, like leave it flat, and then you'd hear like that scratch sound, this is the hard drive that does that. And this one, it's a lot lighter, it's just chips. I don't think there's extra housing like those kits. I think I can just put it in. Power is out. Oh my god, I nearly stripped that. I'm just gonna take that one and replace it. Postie is
Vanessa's sister, Vanessa's cousin, Vanessa's mother, daughter, auntie.
Do you mind if I just sign?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You were rude there.
Ram just arrived. It was the annoying postie. He actually wanted an argument with me, so I'm working. Got my RAM, got my RAMs. They're so little. I really hope they fit. They should. They're so dim, and they're DDR4 and they're 8 gigs, so all the specs are correct. It's just my concerns that are not correct. This was dangerous, very dangerous. You don't want to touch any of that. But they say you have to reach in to unplug this. That was nowhere near as easy as that made it look. I did damage this, and if I did do any actual damage, it's gonna be to the bottom part of the logic board. I think it's still straight. Ever wondering why Mac speakers suck? It's because the speaker part faces the metal. It doesn't even face down there where the holes are for the speaker. New RAM, old RAM. Done. 3 or 4 hours, I think, but that's gonna save me 3 hours every day waiting for the loading bar. It's not turning on. I am so annoying. I am so annoying. I didn't plug in the button. I just... Oh, I don't know. Oh my god, right as I stopped recording, it's alive. I just let it think. It's like I took out all its intestines, so, you know, chill. If you guys are curious, it has the memory of the old computer because it's got worms, and I called it Frankenstein. Look how fast that is. SATA. Yep. Okay, put the stickers on, ready to tear off. This computer is so fast. Like, the delay, like the 1 week delay where I had like shitty components in here was worth it. This is just so fast. It's just, I'm never gonna have that loading bar ever again. Jimmy from Victoria has purchased the computer, so fuck yeah. I thought it was gonna take a little longer, but Jupiter and Taurus. Jimmy messages me, and I had it up for $4.80 on eBay because I was like, eBay fees. And what you might not know is if you put something up for $1 on eBay and it sells for $1 like no one else bids, and the postage is $15, then you end up paying $1.50 plus 10 cents on that $1. So you're actually losing money in some cases if you put shit on eBay. He was like, hey, would you accept $3.80? And I was like, that is a damn good offer. Someone on Facebook offered this, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to hint like, hey, find me on Facebook, find me on Gumtree, it's the exact same thing and I'll sell it to you cheaper. He didn't get the hint. There was this one other guy, we should be business partners, this total stranger, like I did the same hint to him and he purchased it and then he gave me a location, I dropped the location, there was like money in an envelope. It was really, really efficient and discreet. Anyway, Jimmy didn't get that. He accepted my counter offer and I was like, okay, it's a bit high, but eBay fees. So here's a bit of a breakdown. I bought the Mini for $650 and I sold it for $580, and then I purchased the laptop for $400 and I sold the laptop for $520, and then I purchased Frankenstein for $400, and then just now I sold Frankenstein for, I think it's gonna equal $400, so that was like a flat swap. And then I purchased Douglas for $350, and then I purchased the RAM for $70, so now I'm about $370. I think $370 down, which is excellent because that's 100% within my budget for what I needed for a new computer, and it's the best specs that you can get. So, oh, and markup price for this computer now is between $600 to $750. So, good job. Back to art. Now I can make lots of art. All right, you're coming out of your little hiding spot. I've got this. Got that. Hectic, you stuck around. Thank you so much. Maybe click like if you liked the video, or even if it's just background noise, whatever. So, yeah, I'm so grateful for this computer. It did break recently. It did, so there's another video coming up in a year's time. But I've got a hectic new setup. It's awesome. I love the setup. Yeah, if you want to check out the artworks that I create using this computer, or like the photos that I edit using this computer, they're all on my website below. Or if you want to see the Patreon videos that I edit using this computer, there's a link below. Or the coloring books that I create using this computer. Catch ya. By the way, that Posty and I, like, we ended up like on good terms. Like, we had little code names for a while there. Because it's this other thing that I'm doing that you'll see in maybe in a few months' time, because it's a year-long project. He started calling me Wolfgang. I started calling him one of the Wolf Pack. Good Posty in general. Now I have a new Posty, and we don't have cool nicknames.